If you're a fan of local basketball, you know this big fellow, right? Welcome to Mansfield High School's James Albertini Memorial Gymnasium for another edition of The Hoop Report. This big gym opened in 1970, and it took 40 years before they could hang a Hockomock League basketball championship banner in it. But in recent years, it's become the home of one of the best boys hoop programs in the state. And once again, the Hornets have the opportunity to prove themselves in the MIAA Division I South Tournament, which began Thursday night with a first-round game against 17th-seeded Newton South. The Hornets were red-hot at the start, leading 13-0 after just 3 minutes and shooting 10 for 15 from the field for a 26-13 first-quarter lead. But things cooled off considerably in the second quarter, and a closing run of 8-2 brought Newton South back within 10 points at halftime. Much as they've done all season long, the Hornets were able to restore their focus and get their game back on track in the second half. The outside shots were falling again, and most importantly, they recommitted themselves to playing good defense and becoming the aggressors on offense. Here's a strong drive to the basket by Mansfield sophomore Brendan Hill that's almost impossible to stop. Mansfield also did a great job of rebounding. The Hornets enjoyed a 39-28 advantage off the glass for the game, 24-13 in the second half. 10 of those rebounds were off the defensive glass, taking the second shot opportunity away from the Lions. A big three-pointer by Rocky DeAndrade at the third quarter buzzer brought Mansfield a big lift, and a 9-3 run over the first 4 minutes of the final quarter put the game out of Newton South's reach. The final, Mansfield 72, Newton South 56. Senior Greg Romanko tied his career high with 21 points, hitting 5 threes, but he talked about how one of his 2-point baskets had a huge impact on the outcome. The nice start helped. You guys had a little bit of a lull in the middle, but you came on strong again. You had a dunk at the end that I think was one of those emotional backbreakers for Newton South. Run me through that a little bit.
We try to get that all the time. Like, I don't know, sometimes we just can't get up enough for this bad pass, but it was a good play. Bowen made a perfect pass, but hit a 3 down the other end, kind of ruined it.
Franklin again.
Yep.
How do you feel about that?
I can't wait. I just want to beat these kids here my senior year for the last time.
Mansfield coach Mike Vaughn talked about how his team was able to play consistently well in the second half after that roller coaster start.
I thought when we started the early start and we thought we kind of had them on the ropes instead of kind of putting them away, I thought we got lackadaisical. And it's all lackadaisical defensively. I thought offensively we still were doing some good things. They clearly were changing up the way they were playing. They changed their defense a couple of times. They got a little more aggressive and physical. And but I thought overall our offense kind of stayed the course. It was our defensive breakdowns that we just, we had some tough ones there.
Next, it's a resumption of one of the best rivalries in the Hockomock League.
So, it just seems how it works out, and I hope that we won one, they won one. Now, hoping we can get one back.
The site will be the Albertini Gym. The time, 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. The two teams split in the Hockomock League's regular season, and it's a rematch of last year's quarterfinal round game in Franklin, won by the Panthers 67-61. It doesn't get any better than this. Elsewhere in the boys' tournament, the action in the Division III South playoffs resumes tonight, for the 5th-seeded Norton Lancers, who travel to Rockland to meet the 4th-seeded Bulldogs. They're regarded as one of the best teams in the tournament field. Start time is 7 p.m. And before that, thanks to the Steamship Authority schedule, 2nd-seeded Bishop Vian will play host to 7th-seeded Martha's Vineyard at 5:30. This will be a huge test for the Shamrocks, who suffered both of their Eastern Athletic Conference losses to the Vineyarders. In the girls' basketball tournament, the season ended Thursday night for the Tri-County Cougars, who are making their first appearance in the playoffs since 2009. Westport won the Division IV South first-round game on its own home court, 56-37, despite 19 points from Tri-County's Megan Mulcahy. The Cougars finished 13-8. The action resumes tonight in the Division I South playoffs, as 11th-seeded Wellesley will bring a 13-8 record to the Ken Pickering Gym, looking to knock off 3rd-seeded North Attleboro. The 17-6 Rocketeers will be led by senior center Megan Ronigan, who has scored more than 500 points thus far this season. And on Saturday, the Bishop Fian girls will have their hands full when they travel to Medfield to take on the highest-seeded team remaining in the Division II South Field, the 20-1 Warriors, who are seeded second. That challenge for Sierra Schrader, Kara Adams, Maddie Jolin, and the rest of the 7-seeded Shamrocks will begin at 5 p.m. But first, it'll be a trip to North Attleboro for me tonight as the annual Tournament Odyssey continues. I'm Mark Farinella of the Sun Chronicle with a reminder that our next Hoop Report will appear sometime on Sunday. See you at the games!